Welcome to the podcast no one asked for. I'm Sienna,
And I'm Morgan.
and in today's episode, we are talking about a pretty big conspiracy theory called
The Mandela Effect.
Morgan, tell me what the Mandela Effect is.
Well, it was founded by Fiona Brooms.
I think it's a broom. Broom or brooms?
Something.
Yeah.
That's part of the theory.
Her name is not.
It's what it means is it's memories that don't match our current history. So basically, you think you remember something like you're for sure it happened, and then you look it up and you're like, that didn't happen,
Like,
or
wait,
that's
not
that's
true?
not a thing. That's not how that's spelled. That's not how this is.
Yeah.
But it never happened. It first started when people remembered watching Nelson Mandela's funeral on TV in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm. Like when he died in prison, that's what people thought.
Right. But he did not die until 2013.
What a time difference.
Yeah, and so there are even books that say he died in the 80s.
Yeah, which is like even more wild because there are people that are like, no, I remember watching the funeral on like American TV,
Right.
Canadian TV, British TV, all over
Everything.
the world. People were like, I saw his funeral
Right.
on TV, but it never happened.
Yeah. Crazy.
And that's why it was coined Mandela Effect. So Fiona like realized this in 2009 around there. That's when everyone was like, wait, he's still alive?
Yeah.
I mean, he was president.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh my gosh.
Don't you know the president died?
That's why it's called the Mandela Effect. She coined that term with like a couple other people.
Right.
So props to her. But basically it's our memories are different from what's like in the history books, archives and so forth. So you think something happened but it didn't. And basically psychiatrists explain the Mandela Effect as being confabulation, which is just memory distortions.
Yeah. Ooh.
But I mean that's obviously
Freaky.
like a logical thing. Where,
Yeah.
like you know, sometimes you'll think you'll see someone standing in your room late at night.
Oddly specific.
Where it's like,
Would you like to tell us again?
like it's like, I remember one time as a kid I thought that, but it was my chair and my clothes hanging on my chair. Like, you know, like you'll see something, because your eyes will play tricks on
like,
you, your mind will play tricks.
Do you remember after like Toy Story or like Revenge of the Dolls, those books? You remember?
Where like you think your toys are coming
your toys are coming to life and they're moving around.
No, dude. I did this as a kid a lot. Sometimes I'll have moments where I'll do it too, like when you're turning off lights at night in your room or in the house and you like run.
Oh, I've done that. When I'm like home alone, I'm going to bed, I'm like, run! And I'll check the shower, like, anything.
Even if I do that too. Even if you know for a fact you're home alone, you'll turn it on.
Just like run.
Sprint.
Just darkness scares people.
Because like that, but also sometimes your mind will play tricks on you. You'll think
Yep.
you'll see something. So that's kind of what confabulation is. But okay, what are some explanations as to why the Mandela Effect exists?
It's a belief that there are alternate realities.
And we're like sliding between them without
Yeah.
realizing it, which is why it's like, in one reality, some things. Okay, let's do an example. Let's do the Berenstein.
Those.
I don't know how to say it.
Berenstein. I say Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest ones. It was like a kid saying, "I never watched that."
I
kid.
read the books, and I remember watching like maybe an episode or two of the show.
But everyone says Berenstein Bears.
That's
The
how I say it,
spelling
Berenstein.
as Beren, Beren, and then Steen, Stein. And there were even like, people had, I think there was a commercial that said that spelling Berenstein,
Right.
and there was like a VHS tape or something that had Berenstein Bears. But all the books, all the other stuff say
Bernstein. I say
Bernstein?
Bernstein Bears.
Really?
I don't know.
say Berenstain.
Stain.
You like Stain, not Stein.
I'll say it Berenstein Bears, and I'm in my mind I see the spelling as EIEN, whatever
Yeah,
EIN.
EIN. So that's like everyone remembers Berenstain, but not Berenstain.
Right.
So that tripped a lot of people out, and that was like, that's what got a lot of people into the Mandela Effect. So that's
Yeah.
an example of what it means. So basically, with the alternate realities, in one reality, it is Berenstain Bears.
Right.
But in ours, it's Berenstain. But then we're sliding through.
There's so many E's in that word. I'm like, there has to be another E. An A
Yeah.
just doesn't work there. It doesn't look right.
But also the pronunciation, too.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, it's true in one reality, but not in this one.
Okay.
I remember Fiona has a Mandela Effect website, and she would always, I read it, and she would always say
That's
stuff
funny,
like, in this reality,
Right.
and not like what's actually, like, she truly believes in this stuff, just kind of mind-boggling. But, so people think we slide between parallel universes and alternate realities, which is mind-boggling.
Yes.
But also,
Scary.
there's one, which if I had to believe in that stuff, this is the one I would most likely believe. There's a time traveler or time travelers where they go back in time, little things change, and the effects are different. Like,
Yeah.
that's why it's different. But then our memories stay the same.
There was a whole show of about somebody going back in time trying to change the Kennedy assassination called 11/22/63 on Hulu. Came out about 3 years ago, starring James Franco. And
George from Grey's Anatomy.
yes, that's right. And he
007.
like the pain.
Too soon.
And he goes back to try to stop it, and then he sees at the end what would happen if he stopped it. It's like apocalyptic world. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's why people are like, oh, it's a time traveler. They go back in time. Even if they did the slightest thing different,
Yeah,
it just caused like different
a
spellings.
ripple effect.
And there's a movie called Butterfly Effect. That's also another way you can describe Mandela Effect. The
Butterfly
effect,
effect.
which is like one choice affects so many things and changes possibilities. So in this movie, Ashton Kutcher's in it, and in one, I kind of forget part of the details. He goes back or whatever. He just drops a pencil. That's it. And that was the only thing that was different, and that caused a chain reaction of different events, all because he dropped a pencil.
Dang.
And there's a game called Until Dawn.
Yes. We love.
BuzzFeed Multiplayer, like that channel, does a gameplay of it.
Until Dawn.
You make choices, and
Amazing.
it affects everything.
I want to buy a PS4 just to play that game.
Yeah, because it's a Butterfly Effect game.
Okay, so an example.
Oh, yeah, let's ask each other, like...
Because some of these we don't know if we have the same ones. We're not telling
Yeah.
each other examples. Okay, so.
Let's see what we believe is real,
Sure.
and if we're wrong...
So, TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
Okay, I know this one. I've heard of it. I always thought it was Sex and the City.
Yeah.
But I know it's Sex
It's
in
Sex
the
in the
City.
City.
And there was one, I saw like a video where someone had like merch from like the official show.
Right.
That said in.
Yeah.
Which was wild because it's like.
I always thought.
Or no, I mean, sorry, that said and.
And, yeah. Because it's Sex in the City. Yeah, it's Sex in the City, just making sure. No, it's not. It's Sex and the City.
Wait, what?
It's Sex in the City. I always thought it was Sex in the City. It's Sex and
Oh.
the City.
Okay, then I was right. Someone had merch that said in the city.
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay, then Sex in the City, Sex and the City.
It kind of like, they kind of merge
They do.
words.
They honestly, when you say it fast, they sound the same.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe that's what happened.
Maybe. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Okay, let me give you one. Does Curious George have a tail? What do you think?
No.
You never thought he had a tail?
I never did, no.
I thought he did.
Because he's a monkey, you would assume he
Yeah.
would have a tail, but I remember him not
He's
having one.
domestic. But he was wearing like a raincoat. Yeah, I remember. I thought Curious George had a tail.
No, I don't know why. I just remember him not having a tail. I don't know.
Well, I remember differently. I slipped through a different reality, Morgan. That's what happened. Okay, what's another one you have?
Pikachu.
Oh, I remember reading about this one, but I don't remember.
Does he have black at the end of his tail or not?
I remember. I know he doesn't, but I remember before I like found out about this,
Right.
I always thought he did.
I never did. I just thought it was straight yellow. That's it.
I thought he did.
No.
That's wild. Okay, first side note. When did you first hear about Mandela Effect? I feel like mine was
Like 2 years ago.
2016,
Yeah.
a couple years ago. Because that's when Shane Dawson made a video on it.
Ah.
All right. Okay, this is one. This is one I kind of mentioned to you before we filmed. In The Gremlins. You know the bad gremlin? First of all, I hate this movie.
I've never seen the movie.
Do you know the character names?
No.
Oh, gosh. Dang it.
I don't think I do. Name it.
Is it Spike or Stripe?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh my
Because I've never
gosh,
seen the
dang it.
movie.
I thought you had seen it.
No.
Basically,
I've heard of it, and I know a little bit. I don't know character
Morgan,
names.
I kid you not. I could put some good money down on this. It's Spike.
Is it
but
not?
It's
Stripe?
But I vividly remember hearing Spike as the villain. I remember saying Spike. I remember talking to my dad. Spike. We would say Spike. And the thing is, T-shirts were made for the character, and they said Spike Morgan. But his
It's
name is
affecting
Stripe.
merchandise.
Like, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, I think Morgan watched the movie. I guess I was wrong.
No.
Mandela Effect. Morgan, did you watch Gremlins?
No.
I thought thought you did.
Nope. Did we ever have a conversation about seeing
I feel
gremlins?
I don't know. No, we just use the Mandela effect as a reason as to why we're wrong. It's like, oh, I'm not wrong. It's just a Mandela effect. I remember something differently. No, like I'm convinced it's Spike. Like I cannot explain the extent of like the vividness I'm experiencing right now, knowing it's Spike. It is Spike, but it's apparently Strike.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was one. What's another one you have?
So this one I came up with myself because I feel like I remember us having a conversation about this before. It's more of a Texas thing. So
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. Dairy Queen. That's what I love about Texas, or that's what I like about Texas.
That's what I like about Texas.
I always thought it was love.
Really?
Yeah. But it's like
That's what I like about
Texas.
I remember hearing that one too, but I remember singing it as a kid, and I would always say like.
I don't know why I thought it was
Morgan.
love.
Looney Tunes. How do you spell tunes?
Toons.
Nope.
Wait, what?
Nope. It's Tunes. Like Looney Tunes, like music tunes.
They're cartoons.
I thought it was Tons too.
It should be tunes because they're freaking cartoons.
I looked at the logo to fact check, and it's Tunes. It's so wild.
Wow.
But also, like, Looney has 2 O's, tunes would have 2 O's. I thought it was, like, a thing. Okay, do you have any others?
Yes. Trying to look.
Well, another big one.
Oh, Jif or Jiffy peanut butter?
I know it's Jif. I know, like, all these Mandela effects. But, okay, I don't really like peanut butter. I think I knew it was always Jif, but people would just call it Jiffies. Like, it was like a nickname.
A nickname, yeah. It's Jif.
A slang term. But a lot of people think it's Jiffy. Okay, I know you know this one. In Star Wars, what does Darth Vader say?
Oh. Luke. No, Luke.
Do you think it's Luke, I am your father?
No, it's not.
The iconic quote.
I know that's what we always say, but I know
But
it's not.
Do you want me to tell you?
It's Luke.
No, he says, no, I'm your father.
He doesn't say Luke.
He just says, like, everyone thinks, Luke, I am
your father.
Like, it's the iconic quote, but it never happened. It was, no, I'm your father.
Yeah. With that, the Snow White.
Oh, I have that one on here, too. I didn't know that one. Did you?
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. Like, I was like, my childhood's been a lie. It's magic mirror on the wall, not mirror. There's a whole Snow White movie with Lily Collins and Julia Roberts called Mirror Mirror.
A lot of people, like, really believe. That's why, like, Nelson Mandela, that book, they thought it was late 80s, but no. But, yeah, I always thought it was Mirror Mirror on the wall. But they say, in the original, like, movie, obviously, magic mirror on the wall.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Like, yeah, it's a magic mirror, but you would still say mirror, mirror.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So.
Okay.
What's another one of yours?
Does the Monopoly man have a monocle?
No.
I thought he did.
No. Of course not. He did not have a monocle.
I thought he did. Monopoly, monocle, same spelling. But yeah, I was convinced he did. But also, like, I had watched a video on, like, Mandela Effect, and it showed clips of people dressing up as the Monopoly man wearing monocles. What? No one corrected them.
No.
But that's because everyone thought he did.
He doesn't. Okay. Fruit Loops.
Mm-hmm.
Is it spelled Fruoot or Fruit?
Normally, like, Fruit.
No, it's with the...
What?
I think so, yeah.
Hold on. Who designed this?
Mm-hmm.
It is?
It's OOT.
Wait, because they have the O's. I remember they used, like, the actual cereal as the O's in loops.
Yeah.
But I thought it was only in loops. I didn't think it was in fruit. Wow.
Yep.
I'm shook. What a great cereal. Okay. I'm pretty sure you know this one. In Silence of the Lambs. Does he say hello, Clarice?
No, we had to watch a part of the scene for my editing class this semester, and we didn't go up to the scene "Hello, Clarice," but I came home and talked to my dad about it, and my brother knew of the movie, and we, like, watched the scene, and I was like,
it's on Netflix now.
Oh, nice. I still haven't seen it. I don't really want to. But it got up to the scene, and my dad's like, hello. Oh, I know why. Because my dad is obsessed with the Office scene where Dwight cuts off the face and goes, hello, Clarice. and it's
in
not.
other shows too.
Yeah, and
What does he say, Morgan? Do you want to
It's
say
just
it
like-
or me?
hello.
No, he just says good morning.
Oh, it's not even close.
He just says good morning.
That's right. Oh my
All
gosh.
he says good morning. There was a scientific research journal
Right.
referenced this and said hello Clarice. A scientific journal.
No, I know because
That's why I'm like, who started this?
I
Why
remember
is
watching.
everyone-
I remember watching the scene back when we were watching it, and I was just like, my dad was like, "Wait, he hasn't said it yet. Maybe it's another scene." I'm like, "No, this is the scene."
The
I remember.
line doesn't even exist.
Who came up with that line? Who
That's why
started
I'm
this?
like, I don't know.
That's one of the most iconic
But
lines.
the most iconic line in a movie doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's not even close. Like
Mandela
Star Wars,
Effect.
it exists. It just has a word cut out
It's
of it.
just phrased differently.
Okay.
Gosh, that one.
Speaking of
throws me
that, something like that. Did you ever watch Mr. Rogers?
off. No.
You ever heard of it?
Yes.
Do you know what he says at the beginning?
Oh, welcome to the neighborhood. I don't know.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood,
Okay.
or is it a beautiful day in this neighborhood?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. In this neighborhood.
That's what it is. But I always thought it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Really?
It just flows better. I don't know why.
To me, this flowed better. That's why I said it.
Because I'm like, that theme song, because they would just like come in, take off his shoes, and like, it's a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm like, this?
That's the thing.
No.
I wonder if speaking too fast, you'll think it's like
It-
the
it- yeah,
that's
different
why it's,
words.
like Sex and the City, Sex and the
Right.
City. You say it so fast, they sound the same.
Yeah.
I wonder when it comes to that stuff, it's just people hear differently.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few more left. Morgan, Kit Kats. Does it have a dash in between the two words?
No. I don't think it does.
You're right, it doesn't. But
Yeah.
lots of people think it did have a dash.
I could see why.
And I thought it did have a dash.
You did?
Yeah, for a long time. When I saw this again, I knew it wasn't because I'd seen it before in the past. But up until I saw it again for the first time, I thought there was a dash. 'Cause
I can see why.
remember
I feel like I
seeing-
did at one point too.
I remember seeing the rappers with a dash. That's why I'm like, what time traveler screwed this up for me? And Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Morgan, let me know if you want to have this too, because I keep mentioning I want to have an episode one day where we talk about the dumbest conspiracy theories.
Yes.
But you shoot me down.
Oh, okay. You're talking about those.
Yes.
Maybe.
Because one of them is Nicolas Cage being a time traveler.
Okay. You know who Barbara Streisand is, right?
Oh, I saw this one with her name spelling.
Yeah.
I always thought it was the normal Barbara.
Barbara. But it's B-A-R-B-R-A. There's no A between the
Yeah, there's
last
no
B and the
extra A.
R, which is the normal spelling, but it's spelling that. And you know the only reason why I knew that, I figured that
Why?
out? Because they made a point to it in a Glee episode.
my
Like
gosh.
Rachel was just
'Cause
like,
she
it's
loves
spelled
her.
this way. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because she was like sick in bed before like playing Funny Girl, I remember, and they wrote her Tina
Mm-hmm.
wrote her like a fake card from Barbara Streisand and spelled her last name wrong, and she's like, do you know, it's freaking Tina! I just remember that
Wow.
distinctly. I was like, oh, that's why you spell her name. Cool.
All right, I have two more. Mine are like spelling. How do you spell Febreze?
F-E-F-E-B-R-E-Z-E.
Nope.
What?
Febreze. There's only one E.
I-
There's never been a double E.
It's
But I remember seeing double E.
I-
Febreze.
because maybe that's how you spell breeze. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's just without the double E, which is kind of trippy.
Okay. So, I was looking at, when I was doing research for this, I was severely disturbed and shocked that so many people thought celebrities had died, and when they didn't,
I saw that too. There's a lot
there's
of
so
them.
many. I'm just like, what?
I mean, it ties back to the Nelson Mandela death. Okay, what was Nelson thinking when people thought he was dead?
I don't know. I was like, yeah, might as well. Okay. I feel like you'll know this, so we might cut it out or not. When did Leonardo DiCaprio win an Oscar?
a couple years ago,
Do you know an exact year?
was it like 2016?
Yeah. Some
I
people
remember that because I'm a big fan of his movies, but I know I saw that one too.
some people
looking
think he
into
won it
this,
beforehand.
because he would get nominated so many times.
Yeah.
I think people thought, because remember I remember when you told me that he won, I was like, wait, this is first Oscar?
Yeah.
Like, how has he not won? As in, like, he's Leonardo DiCaprio. How has he
Right.
not won one?
Right.
But also, he's been nominated so many times. I think that's why people were like, surely, statistically, he's had to have won one.
Yeah.
But I know, like, Billy Graham, people thought he died way earlier, but he died this past year.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe because all the black and white footage, just like, you would think it was way.
Okay, so scratch that. Let me do a different one because that didn't work. Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates, or life was like a box of chocolates.
I have always said and only heard life is like a box of chocolates.
That's all it is, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
It's
both.
what?
However, both lines were used in the connection with the movie. So this isn't necessarily a
but-
Mandela Effect.
No, he says life was like a box of chocolates. That's what he says in the movie. Okay, the last one I have is also spelling. Morgan, spell Skechers for me.
Oh, good God. SKETCHERS.
No.
Nope. No.
There is no T. And I didn't know that at all.
I'm sorry, what?
I know. Let me look up
Of all the
logo.
letters.
I looked up the logo because I was like, there's no way. Oh my gosh, even typing it now, I did it with a T. But there's no T in Skechers. But I remember seeing it with a T. Like, look at the website. It says Skechers without a T.
That doesn't look right.
Which time traveler ruined this for me?
I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta address this. I'm on the website of Mandela Effect, and it says some people think movies they remember movies before they were even released. So these are a few there's one movie on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Of the following movies have been remembered by people months or even years before each movie was released. When each person saw the film, he or she reported it was like deja vu. Year noted is when the film was released in its reality. Do you want to know what this one movie is? You'll
What?
never guess it.
What? What? Wait, it's like this is the one movie where people are like, I feel like I've seen this already.
They feel like it came out a
Way
while
before?
back.
Okay, what is it? Say it.
Flushed away. It's the only one on the freaking list. Of all the freaking movies,
I love that
Flushed
movie.
away.
That's a movie that you, me, and Sydney always wanted to
No,
watch at
I-
sleepovers.
It's
I
the
remember.
stupidest
I
freaking
literally
movie.
remember several sleepover occasions. We'd be like, "What movie you guys you watch tonight?"
Flushed
And
away.
Sydney would always. She wouldn't hesitate and say, "Flushed away."
It's flushed. Oh my gosh, I can't.
I feel like I've seen this before. Flushed away.
Where have I seen rats going down a sewer and just like living life?
Not just like mice, rats, whatever you want to call it, but rich rats.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like freaking Godfather rats here.
Those were all of my Mandela effects. Do you have any others?
Let me see. Oh yeah. Some people think there's 51 or 52 states.
I saw that.
But I
and was
get
like,
that because
how?
if you watch like the
Is it because we have like territories or something?
well, yeah, because when you do like the Miss America, Miss USA pageants, there's 52 women.
It's Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico and DC are counted in
DC?
that. DC's a district.
Well,
That's all I have.
yeah, those are some popular Mandela effects. If you were shook to the core, shaken to the core, I don't know grammar, fill our Instagram comments at our Untitled Pod, Untitled without the E. Comment below on our pictures. Specifically, we make graphics for each episode, so comment on the
those.
Mandela effect and let us know. Were you shocked? Do you have any that you want
Yes.
to share? Wait, Morgan, do you even believe, like, what do you believe about this conspiracy?
I just know that I know for a fact that, like, you think that, yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Like, with the Queen song. For
That
my
one?
entire life, I thought that was the same thing.
No.
And then it's like, whoa. But then,
Everything's a lie.
there are times where I'm like, I've seen that conspiracy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I know what it actually is.
'Cause
But
now
then
we
years
know.
later, I'm like, I still think it's that. Anyway.
Do you even buy the time traveler alternate
No.
stuff? No. No.
No.
But
That's a little far-fetched.
we hope you enjoyed these conspiracies.
So, what is your song for this episode?
Oh yeah, my song. You go first.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I found this song I feel like earlier this year or late last year. way behind because the song came out like 3 years ago. This whole musical came out 3 years ago. But I remember being obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like all of a sudden, like these past 2 weeks have been really stressful and like
Man,
real hard.
We just finished finals
Yes,
today.
thank God. And it's been like really stressful, and I don't know why. I've just been listening to the song nonstop and just like I'll like sing it in my room. I'm like, I love this. It's called "She Used to Be Mine" from the musical Waitress.
I've heard this song by Jeremy Jordan.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, Jeremy Jordan.
I think yes, I've heard that too. Jeremy Jordan's from here.
He what?
Yes,
He's not. No, he's
yes,
not.
he is. He's from here. The guy. I'm just gonna specify the guy who's in Supergirl, but also Last 5 Years.
Yes, the last. Oh my gosh.
I've also been
Go
listening.
watch the last 5 years. Anna Kendrick, Jeremy Jordan.
Iconic.
What?
Yeah, he's from here. I will show you the facts. Born in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Did he like grow up here, or did he only born and raised in Corpus Christi, Texas? Where did he go to high school? Look it up. Look it up.
Early life.
Wow.
He graduated from Carroll High School.
You're kidding me.
He's from here. Did you not know that? I told you that before.
No.
I've told you that before.
Oh my gosh. My mind is taking too much this episode. Yeah, I've heard his cover of She Used to Be Mine.
Oh my! I love that song so much.
Oh my gosh.
I found it because there's a video of this little boy who came up on stage.
I saw that one too.
I about cried. I was like, this little boy sings so good. I watch like every
Children
video.
that sing scare me. Like
That sing good.
Because it's like,
I'm like, I look back and I'm like, I
How?
did not sing that good as a child.
like how does your voice sound so mature and like clean?
I literally have proof
Do you
that I
know-
sung bad as a child. I recorded at the Ryman Auditorium of me singing No Shoes, No Shirt, No Problem by Kenny Chesney. It's like, I went up to my neck working 6 days a week. I'm like, I sound awful.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But then there's 11-year-olds who sing great.
Do you remember? Have you seen like these 3 kids, like these 2 little boys that have been on Little Big Shots?
Yes.
That
Those are
blows my
scary.
mind. It's like you're a child. Like how
You're
do
singing.
you sound like you're developed as if you've been doing it
You're
for
singing
years.
Listen by Beyonce, which is a hard
I know.
song. And you're singing And I Am Telling You, which is a hard song.
Yeah.
I've tried singing both of them. They're hard.
Man.
No way. But yeah, She Used to Be Mine from the musical Waitress. Highly recommend. I still need to actually, I want to find the bootleg for that to see the entire
I know.
thing.
I want to see the thing.
I need to find it somewhere. I'm going to watch like all these musicals, I feel like.
Yeah, we need our musical episode.
I
ASAP.
know.
We love musicals.
Yes.
Okay, mine is by Coin,
Ooh.
all caps Coin, called "Growing Pains." Great
Ooh.
song, probably one of my favorites by them. It's just a good bop.
It's a 90s TV show,
Oh my gosh.
I think.
They don't even say like it's one of those songs where they don't say the
I
lyrics,
hate those songs.
but they name it something else. So "Growing Pains" by Coin. But yeah, those are our songs. This is the Mandela Effect.
We hope you enjoyed. We hope your mind is blown.
And
hope you
fried.
learned a few things.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.